As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A good start. One play, 10 yards. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They moved the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted. Many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, the Vikings sit 6-3 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I'm not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and goal, Prescott to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Prescott now.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down and inches. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Complete to Likely on the out route.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Well, the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Prescott off play action. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Prescott from the gun.
On target to his man, Likely. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to less into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got him in, complete. They nearly get this all the way to midfield, working down at the 49. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Off the play fake, Prescott. Complete to Likely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First down, Prescott.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
Complete to Isaiah Likely. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First and 10, Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Joseph now to have the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six.
A good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
on the ground. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quicker.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he
rifles one that's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
Taken from about the 12.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Second and short now following the fumble.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Oh, a second dosage. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now Prescott. Open, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Vikings pick up the football.
This drive didn't end well. If they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down, Cowboys.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.